Jeez, Crow, you scared me. It's not nice to sneak up on someone when they got a paintbrush in their hand.
I'm sorry, revjohn.
Are you okay? Your voice sounds a little funny.
Oh, just getting over a little case of the bird flu. But I'm not contagious.
And I see you put your mask on.
It's the courteous thing to do.
Yeah, you know what's not courteous? Sneaking up on me. Why?
I couldn't help myself. I'm just so curious.
Curious?
Curious. What you got there?
Oh, this. It's just an old birdhouse I had. Needed some fixing up, a little glue, a little paint.
What do you need a birdhouse for? Looks a little small for you?
It's not for me, Crow. It's for the birds.
You could say that again.
Crow, is there something wrong with my birdhouse?
Well, it seems silly to me, you spending all this time on a birdhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not a bird.
This is true.
And as far as I know, I'm the only bird you know.
Well, on a first-name basis, yeah.
And that birdhouse is obviously too small for me.
Your point being?
Well, if it's not for you and it's not for me, why are you spending all that time and energy and paint and glue on a silly old birdhouse?
You really don't know?
That's why I'm asking.
Have you forgotten already?
Forgotten what?
Crow, this is an important birdhouse. There's a story behind this birdhouse. I'm surprised you don't recognize it.
Not ringing a bell there, nope. But
what?
But I wouldn't mind hearing the story.
Okay, Crow, I tell you what, why don't you let me finish getting this service started, and then I'll tell you the story, all right?
Deal.
Deal. Welcome to the Unitarian Church of Los Alamos. I'm the Reverend John Cullinan, your minister here. As Unitarian Universalists, we affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of all people and gather together in a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your life's journey, whomever you love, wherever you are at this moment, here or in this watching from home, you are welcome to be part of this community. I want to extend a special welcome to any visitors or first-time guests we have among us. I invite you to join us all for coffee and conversation after the service in our fellowship hall here. I would love to introduce myself, answer any questions you might have about our community. Now take a moment, please, as we prepare for worship. Feel yourself grounded. Take a deep breath in and out. And let's begin. All that we are, together and individually, is part of the abundance of the universe. We are made of stars. We are made of earth. All that we have comes from the earth, from the labor of those in our communities, from the cities, farms, and oceans that enliven us, the world and those who live in it. We are surrounded by blessing and by grace and by possibilities. We are reflected in every other human being. We respect and honor one another's differences. We celebrate our interbeing with abundance and the practice of generosity. Come, let us worship together on this beautiful morning. Would you all please rise in body or spirit and join in our opening hymn, number 322. please remain standing and join in our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve life in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow in harmony. Thus do we covenant with each and with all. Please be seated.
Okay, less churchy, more story. Story time.
All right.
Story,
Correct.
story, story.
Okay. Settle down. Now, before I go on, I'm going to need your help telling the story.
My help? You're the storyteller here.
Yeah, but this is your story, Crow. You're going to have to tell part of it.
My story?
Your story.
About me?
About you.
Did you just give away the ending?
No, Crow.
Spoiler alert, jeez. Don't go ruining it before everyone's had a chance to hear it.
No, now, Crow, this is a story about you and about me. It starts there, but it doesn't end there like any good story.
A story about you. And about me?
That's right.
I'm hooked. I love it. Go on.
All right. Well, it all starts several years back when you were a much smaller crow. Can you remember that far back?
How far?
Back to when you first came to town here.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago. But I remember that day like it was yesterday.
You were a much tinier crow then, and you'd just flown into town from, where was that again?
Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
And why did you leave?
It was a cold place, very snowy, a frozen tundra, if you will.
And so you came here.
To get away from all that snow. I thought a desert climate would suit me better.
And you didn't think to Google Los Alamos before you started flying.
That's too time-consuming when all you can do on a keyboard is hunt and peck.
So you had no idea that you were flying into even more snow.
I was so cold.
I bet.
And I was all alone in a new place.
Scary.
Yeah. I thought I was one goner of a crow until I came across a little wooden birdhouse in a tree branch.
That you did.
That's the birdhouse. That one there.
That's the one.
Oh, I never would have made it through those first months here without that shelter.
I know.
Or the seed and the feeder on your deck.
That's right.
I almost forgot. How could I have forgotten? How are you, little birdhouse, you lifesaver, you?
And if it weren't for this birdhouse, we never would have met.
And we wouldn't be friends today.
So do you understand why I'm fixing it up now?
Yes. You're trying to replace me!
No, Crow, no. I'm trying to give some help to other birds like you.
Why?
Well, with enough food, enough shelter, maybe I can build a whole community of birds. You know how birds make me happy.
That's true.
And wouldn't it be nice to have some other birds to befriend around here?
You know, it would. I mean, you're a great friend and all, but there's some bird things you just don't understand.
Exactly.
Oh, revjohn, this is a wonderful idea, and I want to help.
Well, that's great, Crow. What would you like to do?
Well, I could help paint, but I don't have thumbs.
Yeah, that could be an obstacle.
Oh, let me think.
Okay, Crow, why don't you take some time to think about it, and we'll take care of a few things here.
Okay, I don't know.
Candles have been lit this morning for Rufus, a beloved dog now passed over the Rainbow Bridge, for patience in circumstances beyond our control, for the hope that we keep alive, for all our joys and all our sorrows, whether we share them with one another or hold them close to our hearts. Let us be together now in a moment of silence. Please join with me now in a spirit of prayer and reflection. Eternal and beloved, gracious source of all life and all love, we come together this morning grateful for this time out of time, which we have set apart so that we might become more fully present to ourselves, to each other, to our communities, to that which we call holy. May our joys be celebrated together, our wounds be healed together, our hearts be opened together. Let us give thanks this day for the spirit of this community, for the hearts that beat within it and the bonds which draw us into a circle of love and care. As we open our hearts, may we find new ways to make that circle ever wider, realizing that there is no one in all creation undeserving of a place in that circle. May we never forget that if we are worthy of our place in the web of all existence, then all are worthy. Let us seal the spirit of this community in our hearts, carrying it with us as a source of strength and a beacon of hope in the week to come. May we remain in one another's presence and conscience wherever we may go. All this we pray in the names of those known and unknown, present and absent, remembered and forgotten, in the names of all the helpers of humankind. Amen. It's now time for our offering. During the month of March, all cash and undesignated funds that we collect will be given to our friends at the Los Alamos Family Council in support of their work for mental health in our community. You may give this morning through the basket as it comes around or through our Givelify app, which you can access with the QR code there up on the screen. The offering will now be accepted. May what you give bring you joy and into deeper relationship with this community. Okay, Crow, have you thought of anything?
Hang on. Give me a minute. Oh, just a second.
Crow?
Yeah, just a minute. Eureka! I've got it. Oh, I am so smart.
All right, what's your plan, Crow?
You know how I really want to pay it forward?
Right.
And well, there's already a birdhouse and a bird feeder.
Okay.
So, you know what's missing? A bird bath!
Hey, you're right. That's a great idea.
I know. It's like we could build our own little birdie spa.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we could go get one of those with the heater, and the birds could soak in the hot tub after a hard day of flying around looking for seeds and bugs.
It sounds good, Crow. So, how are you going to make that happen?
Well, okay, I may not have thought this plan all the way through. I don't have a bird bath to give.
Well, you could buy one?
But I'm a bird! We don't use money. We don't need it. Oh, what was I thinking? Now we'll never build that birdie spa.
Crow, it's okay. It's okay. I bet if we asked around, people would be willing to help with the bird bath idea. Would you? Anybody willing to help with build the birdie spa? I love this idea. Yeah, you see? See, Crow?
But wait, Rev John.
What? What is it?
If everybody gives but me, then it won't be my gift. I won't be the one paying it forward. I won't be the one helping.
Oh, but Crow, that's okay.
No, it's not. I have nothing to give. Nothing.
Oh, wow. She's really broken up about this. Maybe if we sing Crow a song, she might feel a little better, come back out. Let's sing Come, Come, Whoever You Are. We'll sing it all together to start, and then we'll try to do it as a round between these two halves here. Let's see if I can pick a note that everybody can sing, not just me. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come, this side. Come, come, whoever you are, come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair. Come, yet again come. Crow. Crow.
That was lovely.
Feel better?
A little. But it still bugs me that I can't carry out my idea about the bird bath.
Crow, it's okay. Your idea was also a gift.
It is?
Sure, you used that creative birdie brain of yours to see a way to make our little bird community a better place, and then you shared the idea.
That's That's true.
And then enough people liked the idea to want to make it happen.
They did.
See, that counts.
But I still want to do more.
Well, that's great, Crow. And I think I know how you can do that.
How?
See, there's this one last bit of this birdhouse that needs fixing up, and I think you're the perfect bird to help.
What do you need?
You remember how this had some nice, soft straw nesting inside when you were living in it?
Oh, yeah, that was so nice.
Yeah, well, that old straw got all nasty and musty and rotten, and I had to toss it.
That's a shame. That was some nice straw. I should know. I'm something of a straw aficionado.
I know. And I know you have a pretty huge collection of nice, soft, quality straw.
That I do. It is my greatest treasure on this planet.
Really?
As precious to gold to me.
That precious?
Precious.
Okay. Yeah. So, Crow, I was wondering maybe you might consider giving some of that straw for the birdhouse?
What?
Could you give us some of your straw so we can finish the birdhouse?
Give straw? Did you not hear me say how precious that was to me?
Oh, no, I heard you. And I don't want you to give me all your straw. Just, enough.
Enough?
Just enough. A fair amount so we can put a nice little nest inside.
Well, it was really nice having that soft little bed in there. And I'd hate to think the new bird might not have that.
So, can you give up some of your straw?
Just enough.
Whatever you think is fair and will do the most good.
I'll do it.
That's wonderful, Crow. Excellent. Thank you so much. What was that?
Happy to help. Hey, you know what? I really am happy. Weird.
No, not really. When you help take care of the place you love, it can make for a lot of happiness for you and for the other birds.
But I feel really happy.
Well, sure. Think of all the different ways you gave to the neighborhood today. You opened your heart big enough to want another bird to have the same shelter you did.
That's right.
And you used that clever birdie brain to come up with an idea about how to make the birds more welcome.
I am a genius.
And you even gave up a fair share of your straw here to help finish the job.
And it didn't hurt nearly as much as I thought it would.
You're a good steward, Crow.
What did you call me?
You take good care of the neighborhood, Crow.
If I don't, who will? Besides, I like this happy feeling.
I know you do. Ready to help me build a bigger community for our bird friends?
You know it. I'm going to go sit on my thinking branch and come up with even more ways to take care of the neighborhood.
You do that, Crow. I'll see you later. We're going to talk a bit more with the humans about helping the neighborhood now. Bye.
Hello, my name is Evan Rose, and I'm the treasurer. Ellen Mills wasn't able to attend today because she has family visiting from out of town, and that's a rare event, and she wanted to be there for them. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit. It's mostly about the mechanics of our pledge campaign. And so you either have picked one of these up or will pick one up from the lobby. This is our packet, our canvas package. And in this you'll find a piece that Reverend John Cullinan wrote to talk about the canvas. Then there's also a letter from, Bill Podorsky is in here. There's a little bit in here too about what we're trying to do with our budget, with our money, what the church is trying to attempt. It's a mission statement, so please give that a read. And then there's kind of a breakdown roughly how our money is spent to meet the elements of the mission. That's this little pie chart. And then there's a little bit sort of a sketch of our budget comparing this coming year with last year, all right? We'll have more details about the budget when we do our congregational meeting on May 5th. But what our pledge will help us do is to make that budget. When we know about how much people are willing to put into the through their pledges to contribute, we'll have a better idea of what we can afford. So in the back part, this last page, which you can tear out, that's your pledge. So if you fill that out and get that back to the office, we'll have your pledge on file. So that's very important. And the sooner you can do that, the sooner we have the information and the better we can deal with that information. Also, in this red binder, I have a copy of everybody's pledge from last year. And so that's also a thank you for pledging last year. And so when you get your package, you also come see me, I can give you your personal record of your pledge from last year. Let's see. I think that's it. Yes. So anyway, thank you, and I hope this goes smoothly for all of us.
Before we depart here, first up, our part one of a two-part forum is taking place right after the service here. Well, a little while after the service, because we're going to get out early this morning. I'm starting at about 11:45. Our forum on climate change from Tamara Safarik and James Carroll will be taking place. That'll take place after the service this week and next week. Next Friday, the 15th, at 6 p.m. is an all-ages game night, so come on out for that in the fellowship hall, play games with your friends, meet new people, try new games. The Social Justice Book Discussion Group will meet on Monday, the 18th. Kelly Shea has more information on that. And our collection for Espanola Pathways Shelter is ongoing. This is the last week we are collecting. This will end on March 17th. Are we still ending on the 17th, Tyler? All right, you might have a little more time, but do please take a look at the list of what is needed and give what you can there. And yes, the pledge packets are now available. You can pick them up in the fellowship hall after the service. If you did not do so already at the dinner last night, please have those back to us in the office by the 31st at the latest, so we can begin to make our final plans as we head into the annual meeting. And now would you all please rise in body or spirit and join in our closing hymn, number 128. Everybody, please give a hand to Renae Mitchell for serving as our crow today. Friends, may life bless us and keep us. May the light of life shine upon us and out from within us and be gracious to us and bring us peace. For this is the day. This is the one wild and precious life we have been given. So let us all find a way to rejoice and be glad in it. Go in peace.